Speed up. A. 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 U. 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 C. C. Nice job. Nice job. So this morning, we're talking about fun. And there's a thing about music where people think music is a thing that people should only with real talent should do, or that music is something that should be performed or watched. And I disagree. I think music is a thing to be experienced, and I think music is a thing that is just fun and can be silly. And there's nothing quite as fun and silly as camp songs. So here's one that I think is real silly and fun. It starts as a call and response that we sing a part together. You'll get it. There's 55 verses. The other day, I saw a bear, a great big bear. Away out there, together. The other day I saw a bear, a great big bear away out there. You got it. He looked at me. I looked at him. He sized up me. I sized up him. He looked at me, I looked at him. He sized up me, I sized up him. He said to me, why don't you run? If I get close, it won't be fun. He said to me, why don't you run? If I get close, it won't be fun. And so I ran away from there. But right behind me was that bear. And so I ran away from there. But right behind me was that bear. In front of me, I saw a tree, a great big tree. Oh golly gee. In front of me, I saw a tree, a great big tree. Oh golly gee. The nearest branch was 10 feet up. I'd have to jump and trust to luck. The nearest branch was 10 feet up. I'd have to jump and trust to luck. And so I jumped into the air, but missed that branch. Oh, way up there. And so I jumped into the air, but missed that branch away up there. But don't you fret, and don't you frown. I caught that branch on the way back down. But don't you fret, and don't you frown. I caught that branch on the way back down. The end, the end. The end, the end. the end, the end. This is the end. The end, the end, the end, the end. The end, the end. This is the end.
I don't know what you're talking about. That was only 54 verses. Well, welcome to this, yes, wild and holy hour together. I'm Reverend Taryn Strauss, Senior Minister here at the Unitarian Universalist Congregation of Atlanta, where today and every day we are here to transform lives, your life, all of our lives through courageous action and soulful connection. Amen? Are you ready? Yes. Today we are taking some time out of time to honor our soul's need to connect through fun, through play, because life is difficult and life is complicated, and I don't know if that's changing anytime soon, but our purpose here on earth, the true purpose of our life, is not only to work. It is not only to struggle. It is also to have fun. That is one of our purposes, our sacred purposes here. And we may be a people who need to do things like write fun on a calendar. And we may be a people who sometimes can forget that the world need not only to be saved, but must also be savored. And so if you are here today feeling a little beaten down by the world out there, feeling a little exhausted, if you are struggling with financial stress, it is tough times out there right now. If you are feeling the heat of multiple injustices mounting against transgender kids, against LGBTQ families, well, just come on in and take a soul shower for an hour. Because you are cherished here. Your beautiful queer self, your beautiful queer children and family are cherished and loved here and celebrated because it is Pride Month. And this is a month where we do not seek corporate affirmation, but community celebration. So make your own rainbow clothes. And happy Pride, where we say yes to queer love, to gay love, and to radical love in all of its forms. Amen? Amen. So we may come to our congregation some days in the depths of despair, and we may know that quiet reverence can certainly be healing. And we also know that laughter and play can truly be healing too. And so I hope that you are ready, that your heart is open for what may come today, and that you are ready for some healing in your heart and in your soul, and so much.
Reverend Strauss, sorry, I know that you're trying to start the sermon here, but I'm looking for a group of winners.
Winners?
Yeah, so let me be a little bit more specific. I'm looking for a group, a faith community that values sustainability and that took the actions in building their church to reflect those values and to create a really beautiful and welcoming space that honors nature.
Oh, that is us. Yeah.
Is that
you? You're in the right place. Cool. Yeah. Actually, KC Boyce, I think you are describing this community.
Excellent. Let me back up for a moment, because you're probably wondering why I'm interrupting you in starting the service. Besides looking for winners.
A little bit.
So I co-host a radio show called Energy Matters. It airs weekly, and we focus on sustainability and energy and helping people understand and value that. And one of the things that we started 2 years ago were the Energy Matters Awards to really recognize some of the excellence that's happening right here in the state of Georgia around sustainability. One of the categories for the Energy Matters Awards is Best Sustainability Project by a Faith Community.
Is it?
It is.
Very
and I'd like to
interesting.
introduce my co-host, Public Service Commissioner Tim Eccles.
Yes, because you guys are the winner.
Wait a minute. Say that again?
You guys are the winner. This congregation, this building, this effort is the best sustainability project in the state of Georgia in a faith community. Hey, let me tell you, Now, let me tell you why. Yes. You know what? Every room you go in here has a variable refrigerant flow HVAC system. Nobody has that.
Nobody.
This church used recycled carpet and reused carpet to do this. This church even took trees from another location and brought them here and reused them, Casey. Every room except this sanctuary has auto-dimming lights that you go into that turn off automatically that save electricity. Bryce and the team used over 500 LED lights in this facility. And you even used reclaimed wood from behind your sanctuary before and brought it here on your bulletin board. How about that? You've got Energy Star windows here. And you know what, Casey? I'm plugged into your EV chargers in your parking lot. So on behalf of the Public Service Commission, on behalf of Energy Matters, I want to present you all with a Sterling Everett print. It's called Docs of Darien. You are one of only 10 winners in all categories in the entire state of Georgia, Reverend Strauss. So congratulations on the great work from the Climate Action Team, from Bryce, and everyone here for going over and above in sustainability.
Who's effort on Project Youth. Carol, Deanne's not here today, so we're gonna maybe Deanne's watching out there. And Carol Ann Arvin, also on Project Phoenix. And of course, our project manager, Bryce Thomason. And of course, the leadership and encouragement. Will you please stand? Climate Action Team, please stand. All right, there's just one more thing to do, Commissioner Eccles.
30-second dance party.
Now, Casey Boyce is going to light our chalice as we say the chalice lighting words together. May the light of this flame illuminate our tradition of seeking, invite all who yearn for acceptance, and ignite our passion for justice and peace.
Good morning. And good morning to our participants online. So, people at home, we would like to invite you to find an item in your house that brings you joy, that makes you laugh, that makes you feel silly. And then I want you to put type that item into our chat. And so some examples might be a slide whistle or a toy or a feather boa. Whatever makes you, again, have joy, feel silly, laugh. So please find that item. And while you are doing that, we're going to have some fun here with a little interaction. You know what's fun? The wave. Oh, yeah. The wave is a lot of fun. And so this is how we're going to do it. We're going to do it a couple of different ways. But we're going to start on this side. And you are going to rise as you are able, or just lift your arms, right? And we're going to start on this side, one second, and we're going to go all the way around. So that's how we're starting, okay? You ready? And go. Oh, yes. Wow, I love it. So when you start with choir members, you get the vocalizing, yeah. That is awesome. Okay, so we're going to start with this side. Let's see what you can do. You're our leaders now. And go. Oh, yes. Yes, awesome. Okay, now we're going to start from the back rows. Oh, yeah. We're going to start from the back rows and come forward. Okay, back rows, are you ready? And go. Yes. I wish you could see that from my perspective. That was amazing. Okay, and now we're going to start from the front rows and go back. Ready? Go. Well, yes. Okay, we have one more. And so for this one, what you're going to do is we're going to start from the sides. We're going to come into the center and then back out. Okay? We've had a lot of practice, so I think you're ready. Yep. Okay, here we go. So sides, you ready? Go. We're gonna stop. It's okay. We're gonna try that again. Okay, so again, we're gonna start from the sides. We're gonna come up to the center. That means the center is gonna go up, right? And that means when the center is going up, the other side, you're going down because you're getting ready to go back out, right? And as soon as the center goes back down, then the sides start to come up again. Okay, and we're just gonna do it once. Okay. We got it? You ready? Okay, let's do it. Sides, go. That was better. It was better. Better. We're going to do one more. We're going to do it one more time. We're going to give you a third try. Okay? You ready? Sides, and go. Yes! Woohoo! Good job. Okay, so I want to invite you to just notice how you are feeling right now. Just notice how you're feeling. Maybe how you felt before We did the wave and how you're feeling right now, just sort of noticing the difference. Yeah? Maybe noticing how your body is feeling. What about your breath? How's your breath? Yeah? What are you feeling emotionally? So, yeah, happy. So this, when we have fun together, is one of the ways that we can sparkle. More on that later. Okay, so I would like to invite our wonderful climate action team to come and join me up here on the chancel for this morning's movement prayer. And so please rise in body or spirit and join us. Yes, please don't be afraid. Come forward. Have one more person? Yes, sure. Yes, Lizanne, let's go. Okay, you want to move up here, Carol? Okay, here we go. First, we bow to honor the spirit of life. We lift our arms and embrace the gifts of spirit. We bring these gifts unto ourselves with gratitude and breathe and smile. We share these gifts with the world. We remember to be present, honor, embrace, gratitude, share, be present. Amen. Blessed be. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. So at this time, we would like to invite our children, 5th grade and under, to exit and join preschool or their creative workshop for the morning. And please note that the location for these are just down the hall on the 1st floor. And as our children recess, please take this opportunity to greet your neighbor, especially someone you have not met.
Awesome. 30-second dance party.
So just last month After 35 years on Broadway, the Phantom of the Opera closed. I know, what a tragedy. But you get to hear some of it this morning.
In sleep he sang to me, in dreams he came, that voice which calls to me and speaks my name. And do I dream again? For now I find the Phantom of the Opera is there inside my mind.
Sing once again with me a strange duet. My power over you grows stronger yet. And though you turn from me to glance behind, the Phantom of the Opera is there inside your mind.
Those who have seen your face draw back in fear. I am the mask you wear.
It's me they hear. My
Your
spirit and your voice in one combined. The Phantom of the Opera is there inside
my
your mind. In all your fantasies, you always knew that man and mystery
were both in you.
and in this labyrinth where night is blind, the Phantom of the Opera is there inside
my
your
mind.
Sing, my angel of music.
He's there, the Phantom of the Opera.
Sing!
Contact.
Our music for meditation is a song by Ben Harper and the Blind Boys of Alabama called There Will Be a Light. We'll sing the chorus together. It goes like this. There will be a light. 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 Let the warmth of our love dry away all of your tears. Fear not, for we are with you. And we will fear not, with you here. There will be a light. There will be a light. There will be a light. There will be a light.
Let us put hands on hearts. Feel the heartbeat. Feel that connection to life. Breathe in peace. Say to yourself silently, I will love myself. I will love others. And that love can heal this world. We send our healing love out to Gordon Love, whose mother-in-law passed away on Saturday in hospice at the age of 99. Gordon and Sharon would appreciate your thoughts and your cards of sympathy and support at this time. There is someone in your life in need of extra loving energy coming their way. Someone you know who is struggling today with heartbreak, with grief, with pain. Send them your love and write their names into the live chat and speak their names into this holy space now. May all beings find connection. May all people find comfort. May all of us find more ways to be more loving. Spirit of life, love eternal, holy mystery, we rest in deep gratitude. We surrender to that mystery beyond ourselves, asking forgiveness for our mistakes. Those times we have been selfish or we have been thoughtless. Breathing in and out now, we offer grace. We forgive ourselves and we forgive each other. We begin again in love. We honor our sacred earth, that which supports and sustains all life. We breathe in, opening our hearts to wonder for just one moment, noticing the beauty of our world, feeling a deep connection with all beings. Now, let us calm our bodies and our minds. We breathe in peace, and we exhale. We relax into this space that our intentions make sacred. We enter into the silence.
Magnify all of your bliss. Sing out, for we are with you. And together, we're gonna give our thanks for this. There will be light. There will be a light. There will be
Good morning. So once upon a time, when my daughter was in her preschool years, she wanted to help me understand why apparently she still had room for dessert, even though she had made it quite clear that she was much too full to eat even a single bite of the vegetables on her plate. As she patiently explained, "You see, Mom, my stomach has different buckets inside of it. My vegetable bucket is full, but my dessert bucket is still empty. She also provided the additional clarification that her vegetable bucket was actually a lot smaller in size than her dessert bucket. Therefore, not only was it already full, but apparently it took a lot less to fill it than it took to fill the nice, spacious dessert bucket. Fast forward to her elementary school years when I served as the PTA co-president at her school. Being a PTA president in an elementary school in particular is a lot like running a small village. There are events to plan, money to raise, volunteers to recruit, conflicts to resolve, school traditions to maintain, newsletters to get out. And there are lots and lots of meetings about all of those things. The lesson my daughter taught me about the differently sized buckets in her small tummy came in handy as a PTA president. I learned that within a community, humans have differently sized buckets for our time and energy. Our meeting buckets fill up much more quickly than our fun buckets. This meant that the same overworked teachers and staff and overcommitted parents and volunteers, including myself, who had no time for another meeting, somehow, some way, we could drop what we were doing for a few minutes to stop by for a cookie or a donut or a pizza break, or to hear someone share a funny story. It is not that we weren't busy to begin with, for truly we were, but somehow our magical time and energy buckets could expand just a little bit to make room for a few minutes to laugh and connect with one another, and of course, to share a treat together. Furthermore, these moments of shared fun and joy strengthened the bonds between us and made it easier for us to dream and plan and accomplish things together. Even though we were supposedly taking a break from work just to have a little fun together, it was often during these times of relaxed laughter and connection that many of the challenges we were working on found some type of inspiration or resolution. These moments of fun led to some of our best aha moments. I have an idea, or you know what we ought to do instead, or I don't know why we didn't think of this before. From these experiences as a PTA and community leader, I learned that if you want something done, figure out how to make it a little more fun. Fun is powerful because it helps us forget about our individual problems and concerns for a while, and instead, just enjoy being our authentic selves. Fun helps us feel present and alive and connected to a larger sense of meaning and joy. Fun offers us rest and rejuvenation so that we can return to our work with a renewed sense of purpose and energy. When described in this way, fun sounds a lot like what I so often experience and what I hope you experience as well as a member and friend of UUCA. The joy, laughter, wonder, and fun that we so frequently share with one another here is a huge part of what shapes us into a beloved community, capable of facing life's hardships and issues alongside one another. Let us now take a moment to offer our gifts to this amazing community in which we can share not only the challenging, tough times, but also the enlivening and healing and fun times together. The offering will now be given and most gratefully received. Now let's have some more fun and fill up this bucket.
once in every show, there comes a song like this. It starts off soft and low and ends up with a kiss. Oh, where is our song that goes like this? Where is it? Where?
A sentimental song that casts a magic spell. They all will hum along, will overact like hell. Oh, this is a song that goes like this.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. Now we can go straight into the middle eight, a bridge that is too far from me.
I'll sing it in your face while we both embrace,
And then we'll change the key.
Now we're into E,
That's softly high for me.
and everyone can see we should have stayed in D. Oh,
This is our song that goes like this. I'm feeling very proud.
you're singing far too loud.
That's the way that this song goes.
You're standing on my toes.
Sorry. Singing our song that goes like this.
I can't believe there's more.
It's far too long, I'm sure.
That's the trouble with this song. It goes on and on and on.
For this is our song that is too long. Are you
Oh,
kidding?
come on. We'll be singing it till dawn.
You'll wish that you weren't born
Let's stop this damn refrain
before we go insane. Our song always ends like this.
Thank you. Okay, I say this a lot. I just don't feel like I could serve just any old UU congregation. But I really feel called to serve. I do feel called deeply in the spiritual way to serve a congregation that is game. And I'm going to talk more about that. But you, my friends, are game, and it is one of my very favorite things about you. And I'm so grateful for you and your gameness. And so let us bless this community that is so alive with creativity and imagination and play and silliness and fun, because all of those things get us through all the rest of those days. So please know that we are serious when we talk about fun. I think you do know that. And join me now in the dedication of this morning's offering. To the work of this congregation, which is weaving tapestry of love and action we call community, we dedicate our lives, and these are offerings. And now for the reading, the very somber reading.
Speaking of games, we are going to play a game. And so, in the final row over here, you are going to look under your seats, and there are going to be 2 red Ziploc bags. So I want you to pull those out. And then on the row where Letta Woo is sitting, there are another 2 red Ziploc bags underneath the seats, and I want you to grab those as well. And now the 2 red Ziploc bags are on the second row from the back in this section here. This is really important because those rows are 6 rows from the front, and this becomes important when we're having our competition. Yes, so in those red bags, you are going to have some balloons. I want you to take out those balloons. Each section has 2. If you are not comfortable blowing up that balloon and tying it, I need you to pass it to someone on your row that is. And I need everybody to blow up the balloons quickly. We're going to give you about a minute to do this, and while we do, Jay, can you play a little music as we blow up our balloons? 1 minute, here we go. Go. You're going to tie them off. Wait. Oh no! That's okay. For the balloons that we have, we need to tie them off. And so we still should have one more balloon over here. We have one more balloon. We have 2 balloons. There's one over here. I saw another balloon. Okay, but do we have one that works? Okay, we're gonna have to share. So let's bring this balloon over here. Okay, excellent, and we have at least 1 balloon over here. Okay, so we were gonna use 2, but now we're just gonna use 1, and that's okay. Now, here's the plan. The purpose of the game. You need to work together to get the balloon from the 6th row to the chancel. Okay? So I need the person in the center of each row. So Eva, it looks like it's gonna be you. Let's see, right over here, we've got this, yeah, perfect. And then we need someone in the 6th row, if we can move towards the center of the 6th row. Yes, thank you so much, Cindy. Yeah, if you don't mind moving there. We're just gonna use 1 balloon, okay? And then on the count of 3, you are going to work to get that balloon to me. And Jay is going to play as well, okay? And it is a competition. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Woo! Woo! Okay, good job, everyone. Good job. Thank you. Woo! So this section over here was the winner. And now I need a representative from this section to please raise your hand, just a representative. Volunteer. Excellent. Let's go over here. I'm sorry, what is your name? Meg. Meg, come on up, Meg. So you have a very important job, Meg. No.
I'm good at that.
But you are gonna get the dance party started. So I need you to make it really big. So up here like this, and then, yes, you ready?
I think maybe.
Okay, ready? Uh-huh. And go.
30-second dance party.
Woo!
This is how we party.
UUCA, your worship team is the very best worship team in all the lands. Thank you, Elizabeth Fields, for our button. I used to be more fun. I was younger then. I had so much promise ahead of me. My body was young. I felt good like all of the time. I could stay out late and bounce back the next day, no problem. I didn't have kids yet. I didn't have a mortgage then. I didn't have debt. I was once a kid myself. I lived on a cul-de-sac, and everyone, this gang of 10 of us, walked to school in a giant pack of whirling dervishes with no parents around, trading now and laters and singing good morning to the crossing guard who was unionized and who was paid a living wage. Once upon a time, we took our reproductive freedom for granted. The future was hopeful. Live music was so much cheaper. Social media didn't exist. No documentation, no morning shame. Well, very little next morning shame. Our phones used to be instruments of fun. Remember that? Used to make phone calls. Often used to make plans to meet up in real life, which had no acronym, because how else would you meet up if not in real life? Do you know what is a true fun killer? A global pandemic is a killer of fun. I mean, that was the moment when fun transformed from slightly rebellious to potentially lethal. I mean, not cliff diving fun, just going to a comedy club fun. That was how I contracted COVID. From the riskiest activity of them all, laughing in a room full of people. That'll do a number on you. But there we were in 2020. Do you remember that? Suffering from the comorbidities of loneliness, anxiety, fear, and hopelessness. Scrolling. And the scrolling was kind of working. I mean, it was giving our brains these little hits of dopamine. Every time we earned a like, we might feel a little less alone. Well, that is, until we looked around and found ourselves in an empty room, or worse, lying next to someone who was also scrolling. Annie Dillard writes, "How we spend our days is how we spend our lives." And some of us today are spending upwards of 4 hours a day or more on our phones, and that's not even counting the other screens. I mean, what happens when we are constantly checking our phones for those dopamine hits, all those little alerts? Well, what happens is a million terrible things. The way we interact with our devices fragments our attention. As we flit back and forth between real life and our screens, back and forth, this results in what some experts refer to as time confetti. It's a term Bridget Schultz coined that refers to all the seconds and minutes lost to unproductive and unsatisfying multitasking. I mean, I don't know if you can even find ADHD medication anymore because so many people are on it now. I mean, it is a serious issue. Now, rather than rejuvenating us, time confetti exhausts our brains and makes us also feel unavailable, like we are busy doing something, because it is taxing our working memories, and it is also making us feel drained. Our working memory is a form of memory that allows a person to hold a limited amount of information at the ready for immediate mental use. When we stare at screens much of our day, we end up so fried that even though we know we'd feel much better if we met up with a friend or went to the gym, well, we don't have the energy to do anything but sink into the couch and reach for the remote control or our phone. And as a result, well, we are now spending our leisure time on screens. Like fun is watching TikTok. And while that might feel relaxing, while that might feel soothing or educational or numbing, it does not make us feel more alive. It scatters our attention spans into time confetti, thus deadening our senses and our energy. And I don't mean to be too intense about it, but it is really keeping us from living, from feeling alive. I mean, it is deadening. Instead, many of the leisure activities we often do on our screens fall into the category of fake fun, usually in the form of self-medication or entertainment or consumerism or distracting that, while satisfying in small doses, ultimately leaves us feeling more anxious and more alone. Write a sermon about fun, they said. It'll be fun, they said. Turns out, writing sermons about fun is kind of stressful. Okay, so what is the antidote to the self-medicating, distracting, entertaining abyss that we have all understandably fallen into? I mean, so much grace for us and me and you. It's understandable. Well, there's always the goal of screen-life balance. You've heard of work-life balance. There's also screen-life balance. So this could mean any number of things for you. You could give yourself a digital Sabbath. Many Jewish people do this from sundown Friday to sundown Saturday. No phones, no screens, no technology. Each week, one day. You could also keep your phone far away from your bedroom. That's another thing that will improve your life just immediately. Like, do it tonight, and tomorrow your life will already be better. You could limit your engagement in some of the online groups or things that draw your attention and result in the exhaustion of time confetti. But even if you do that, I'm sorry to be talking about unfun confetti, because confetti is usually fun, but time confetti is not. But even if you do that, the truth is there's something more out there. Let's call it not fake fun, but true fun. The writer Catherine Price has a formula for what she calls true fun. This is her term. True fun must encompass three crucial elements: playfulness, flow, and connection. Now, the foundational issue we face when it comes to making true fun a priority is that many of us have been conditioned to believe that the pursuit of fun, especially our own fun, is frivolous, is selfish or indulgent, even immature and childish. We think that if we're focused on fun, and honestly, we often don't even think about it at all, but if we're focused on fun, we're not paying enough attention to the world's problems, to the things that really matter. We're not helping people. And as for our own self-improvement, we tend to focus our efforts on seeking loftier and more serious goals, such as achieving happiness, wealth, long-term health, a sense of meaning and purpose in our lives, and these are all good things. And when you add the time that's required to fulfill the obligations of adult life, going to work, doing your taxes, cleaning the house, raising kids, it's understandable that fun would end up an afterthought. But what we don't realize is that far from being frivolous or selfish, the pursuit of fun will help us achieve all of these goals. As Sonia pointed out, having fun gives us more energy for the work we do need to do. And if we want our lives to be satisfying and joyful, then true fun cannot be an afterthought. In fact, true fun can become your guiding star. Because each day is a gift anyway. And if you do believe in a creator God, if you do believe you are wonderfully and fearfully made, then you may understand you have a contract with the divine, that you were not made to work incessantly, to be productive to the capitalist system. No matter what your belief, that is not the purpose of your life's journey. This life you have must be lived. This is the day we have been given. We must rejoice and be glad in it. And I have said it before, but biblical historians believe that the very first book of the Bible that was ever written down was not Genesis. No, it was the Song of Solomon, based on the Egyptian love songs of that era. And so historically, we know that the word began with an exploration of pleasure and passion in the Song of Songs, a devotion to human connection, to playfulness, to flow. And the first time I ever read the Bible in seminary, we began with Song of Solomon. True fun, it's like magic. It cannot be forced. I mean, we've had like a little bit of enforced fun today. But that magic, sometimes called collective effervescence, is what happens when joie de vivre spreads through a group. That term, coined by sociologist Emile Durkheim, is the synchronicity that you feel when you slide into rhythm with strangers on a dance floor, when you're in the middle of a thrilling brainstorm with colleagues, or a choir rehearsal, or teammates on a soccer field. It's that thing that just makes you feel sparkly, like sunshine. Playfulness. Okay, playfulness is something I talk about a lot around here. And even before serving as a minister, before that call, when I was working with actors on a production, or when I'm in a UUCA board meeting or a worship planning meeting, we talk about play, we talk about being game. Now, being game means arriving to a task with an open heart, taking a courageous and playful approach to a task. And much of serious acting training lies in the exercises, which are really just games. Because after a long time of doing these games, the actors will begin to refrain from self-observation. They will no longer be thinking if they look silly or ridiculous. They will finally be getting outside of themselves, no longer caring if they sound silly because it's all part of the fun. And it's something I strive for even as my life becomes ever more serious, with kids' academics, with financial issues, with threats to our civil liberties and our rights here in Georgia. I mean, to continue to enter every encounter with a sense of being game. It is freedom from self-observation. A playful, open-hearted, curious freedom. And it can take weeks and weeks for actors in a company to gel and coalesce into a true cast. But if they are game on that very first rehearsal, well, the time is cut in half. Suddenly, they will try anything at all to serve their character's motivation. This process leads to what every director is truly seeking: discovery. And so what gets you there? What keeps you open-hearted and playful? Maybe it's a team sport. Maybe it's a 30-second dance party. Maybe it's a night on the town or a game night at home with friends. The second feature of true fun is flow. Flow is the psychological term for being fully engrossed and engaged in your present moment, so much so that you lose track of time. You know that adage, time flies when you're having fun? Well, that is flow. Incorporating playfulness into flow makes the case against mastery, by the way, something Don brought up earlier in this hour. One way to access playfulness and flow is to take up an instrument or an art form that you have never tried before. To join suddenly a group banjo class or a dance class. Maybe it's pottery is the thing for you, but whatever it is, immerse yourself in the present without self-observation, just the task itself. Release the need to be masterful or even good, and find your flow within the present moment of being in this task. When you have found flow, it can be exhilarating. And finally, the third feature of true fun. Now this one is a little bit up for debate. It's connection. So according to this writer, true fun must be found with other people. Now, my spouse was debating this with me because he finds a lot of fun by himself. The problem is that debating is not true fun, so we're just gonna go with this and stay open to the possibility that true fun can happen by yourself too. But this writer asserts that true fun must be found with other people. Now, perhaps like me, you struggle mightily with FOMO, fear of missing out. Is anybody else? Just me? Okay, some of the extroverts are like comfortable raising their hands. Fear of missing out. It is a known fact, again, amongst my friends, that my greatest fear in life is not receiving an invitation. Now, I chalk it up to my birth order, but I am highly susceptible, and this is my personal device, demons. The greatest trap of social media, you see, is that it gives the illusion that everyone else is having more fun out there. But we don't know if that's true. We just know that at some point, someone took a snapshot and the group was told to smile. But the problem with the scrolling is that observing other people having fun is not true fun. And as a mother of young kids, this was a helpful distinction for me. Because much of parenting, let's be honest, is watching your kids have fun or curating their fun for them. Now, watching your kids have fun is enjoyable, but it is not true fun. And after a weekend of curating and observing my kids having fun, I often feel depleted myself heading into Monday. Amen? Anyone else? True fun is cultivated when you are with people in real life. This is why I'm so pro-church. I mean, this is one of the reasons. It's analog. We're just all here. Now, this may be a big group or a small group. It may be an intimate experience or an event with strangers. It could be anonymous or it could be in community. There is really not one type of connection. Playfulness requires contexts that contribute to your ability to feel playful. So when, I ask you, was the last time you experienced silliness, creativity, imagination, absurdity, spontaneity, freedom from self-observation? And the element of flow can also be found in various contexts, in nature, in physical activity, in music, in art, in risk, thrill-seeking, performance, learning, sensuality, yes, in novelty. Rebelling, a little bit of healthy rebelling against habit and routine can be a harbinger of fun. And this, I think, is the special joy of summer, when whole societies prioritize play. If you've ever spent August in Europe, you've noticed how entire cities will clear out for a national experience of holiday in August, where they're out exploring, traveling, playing, and resting. If you've ever spent time in Latin American countries, you've seen the siesta, that mid-afternoon rest period breaking up the workday. And then there's the lingering evening meal, and then the assumption that every weekend you'll be going out dancing. It is our culture that prioritizes work and productivity above all else. And now we've lost a couple of years to a pandemic, and so we know the gravity of creating space for levity. So, this is your invitation to summer. Welcome to summer. Summer is for fun. So this week, open your calendar, create some loose plans for playfulness, connection, and flow. Whatever that is. Join a pickup soccer game. Start taking weaving classes. I think Paula Keinert did this recently. This is the perfect time to learn the banjo with a group of people who have never played the banjo. I'll never forget the very first memorial service I ever helped officiate at UCA. I say helped because it was really Gerald Robeson who was officiating. It was for Vaughn Crawley, who was a member of, I will get this wrong, I'm sure, the Hash House Harriers, the Atlanta Hash House Harriers. I have looked this up a number of times, and I still don't understand it. It is some kind of late-night jogging and drinking club that perhaps originated in Malaysia, but as happens in communities all over the world. But Mary's house, your house, was full of jovial joggers who were wearing silly hats and who only answered to ridiculous names like Limp Bizkit and Gravy or something. And they were all in great physical shape, though they raised their glasses a large number of times. And I remember thinking, yes, this is good. Vaughn lived a fun life with these fun people. Now, Vaughn had many sides to him, and one of them involved drinking a beer, donning a headlamp and glittery headgear perhaps, and jogging along a trail of chalk through an urban landscape in the middle of the night with a group of hooligans who laughed and chatted, who encouraged each other, and who celebrated at the end. That it was so clearly a great life. And we rejoiced that Vaughn Crawley had found true fun. And this, by the way, is also one of the great gifts of pride. Pride insists that though the systems of oppression conspire to try to keep queer people lonely, afraid, and marginalized, there will be parades instead. There will be public displays of affection. There will be tea parties and dancing in the streets and rainbows, that symbol of covenant grounded in life, liveliness. An entire month reserved. And in Atlanta, actually, we get 2 months because we also get October, I feel. A month reserved for true fun is just one of the gifts given to all of us by the LGBTQ community. Because this is the time to be the glitter you wish to see in the world. And this is a holy imperative, because the work will never be easy, my friends, so it might as well be fun. So seek out playfulness, seek flow, and seek connection. May you take fun seriously. And may you find true fun. May you harness it, gather it, and may it keep you.
You gotta do when the Spirit says do. You gotta do when the Spirit says do. When the Spirit says do, you gotta do. Gotta do when the Spirit says. Please rise in body or in spirit. Got to sing when the Spirit says sing. You got to sing when the Spirit says sing. When the Spirit says sing, you got to sing, oh Lord. You got to sing when the Spirit says sing. You got to play when the Spirit says play. You got to play when the Spirit says play. When the Spirit says play, you got to play, oh Lord. You got to play when the Spirit says play. You got to dance when the Spirit says dance. You got to dance when the Spirit says dance. When the Spirit says dance, you got to dance, oh Lord. You got to dance when the Spirit says dance.
May you follow the path to a sparkly life. May you have a sparkling summer. May you seek moments of sweet freedom found in flow, in play, and in connection. Because the work of our lives is not going to be easy. And so we're going to need to make it fun. So go in joy, go in peace, go and have fun out there.
You got to do when the Spirit says.